there's four developments. I want to start with the first development that everybody knows or NGO knows is the community development. Community development really is how you work with the community in projects that they are benefiting benefit all the community members, like putting helping in the school or the health clinic,
Water well.
water well. That's the community development. That's the real essence of community development. Second, there's the local development. Development is how they're gonna start businesses or how they're gonna start working, start the economic part of the community, how they could do it. They You cannot work with them if they are not united. If you don't start with the community development, because they are united for projects that they're going to benefit everybody. The second, but it's really the third, is the local development, is the economic. It's then that they are already together. Let's see what do you do. Let's see how we could join venture to put businesses or how to make startups or and that's the second development. And the third development is the one when you invite the local government to participate in your development. Most of the corruption that we have in the municipalities around Guatemala, and that corruption doesn't let the communities really have a development. You could see that in Ocosito. I'm telling you, they drink water with sand. You open the how do you say the
Tap, like the faucet.
yeah, the faucet and starts dropping sand. That's not really what a human could live with. I know that you could have this problem in your house because something went wrong. No, that's their common water that they are drinking, taking a shower with it. I'm going to tell you the truth. Since I have been working in the communities, well, my stomach now it's better, but 3 years I have been just stomach problems because I drink the water that they gave me. That's one of the politics. You cannot say no to the community members if they offer you food or drink. There's a photo of Eric and I eating beans and I love that. That's the three parts. But the main step or process of development is the human scale development. If you are familiar with the Maslow pyramid, is the first necessities that we have to fulfill. You cannot ask the children to go to school and be bright if they don't have food, if they're sick, if they have violence in their homes, sexual violence. You know, how could you want people to really be good in jobs if they cannot sleep because in the ceiling there are holes, and when it rains, what happens? You have seen all that, Stephanie. You have seen too the rooms how the people uh, sleep.
Hmm.
Well, I don't want to get in detail about that. So the human scale development is working with the people, taking care of the people, knowing that what we're doing there is empowering them, saying that there is hope. And in the human scale is where the stoves, the filters, the start building, rebuild the house. You don't have to build a huge concrete house for them. It's just a dignified house
Hmm.
with roof, with windows that the air could flow in and flow out,
Yeah.
a little bit of light. If they have diabetes, most of them they don't have light to put the insulin in the refrigerator. So there's essential things in the social in the in human scale development, and that's the first one. Then comes the community development, local development, and the territorial development. So it's take care of the individual, make them work together, produce, and then invite the government to participate in the development. And it's easy for us. We have the experience in El Rosario. We have experience with the community leaders, with the mayors that they are willing to work.
So, what's the time frame? What's the minimum time frame impact should be in a village and what's kind of a maximum? What's that window?
Well, one of the things is that if we're talking about sustainable development, we have to be not less than 3 years, but no more than five.
Hmm.
You know, if we still there in 5 years, well, we're not doing that well. And if we're less than 3 years, we're not gonna get the impact. You know, and and I want to tell you one thing that depends on the community,
Hmm.
because there's communities that maybe in two
Yeah,
or 3
right.
years you could be out because they are really on it. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Awesome.
mm,
Very cool.